All right, I mean, how slowly we talking exactly? Yo, come on, coach, I'm fine. Training staff cleared me to play. Starting, man. All right, coach, but you're gonna see real quick that I'm back. I'm ready to go, man.
Everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar with some more NBA 2K14 on the PS4. A lot of drama really going on in the career of Octavio Chadwell over these last few episodes. So in the last one, I ended up getting injured. Rolled my ankle, a pretty bad sprain, and now as you can see, I'm being told that I'm not going to start this game. But I am starting this game. So I was like, oh man, like seriously, just right after going ahead and getting a starting position, then I got to go through this? Like really? Work my way back up to being a starter? But here I am. Now I think part of the reason why I am being asked to start this game is because OJ Mayo is also injured. So for me, I think it's just a matter of necessity. So I have a lot to prove in this game. Now, the question is whether or not the ankle injury is really going to go ahead and affect me. I'll put up the shot. Make that one for the first basket for Octavio Chadwell. The reason why I'm kind of worried a little bit about the injury is, I mean, you guys have seen this. Just in some games, you end up playing an injury can go ahead and affect your stats overall for quite a while. So, getting it to Brandon Knight and the assist. So, Brandon Knight, I ended up taking his position, but it's good to be able to see him back in. It was like a no hard feelings type of thing as far as our discussion went. So, oh, thought I would have gotten an ankle breaker right there, but down low for another assist today. Not going to try to take it all myself because of the fear that I have with the ankle. Not going to try and work a miracle or anything like that, but this is part of that binge playing that I had just a little bit ago. So that could go ahead and make things a little bit better for me. I didn't make it there. But that was a sweet move, actually, towards the basket. But, yeah, so just having played this a little bit, this is probably the best time for me to come back from an ankle injury. So Milwaukee up 16-7 against the Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball. I remember that. Back in the Shao Kahn Mathlete days. Anyway, you see that little turn. Pop that one up. A lot more shots here in this game already that have been closer to the basket than what I typically will go ahead and shoot. Just, I don't know, like, obviously going inside, really have had a lot more opportunities to be able to do so. Brandon Knight, even though he had somebody in his face. Look at that, 21-8. And then it goes 23-20. Wow. Detroit on a pretty good run. It's going to be up to me to go ahead and put an end to this right here. So Octavio spinning twice. And getting the layup there too. So geez, after a huge run, we finally put a little bit of a dent in it. Just hope it doesn't continue here. 25-22. Back to it being 3 points. Bad pass selection here. I think we might also have a couple other players injured too. We haven't seen Sanders. We haven't seen Ilyasova either. So that would be just absolutely ridiculous if a lot of my starters end up being injured. Just wide open right there. It was a good pass by Ridenour. I think I might have called that one too. But we're still ahead, 45-41 here in the second quarter. Get a blocked shot right there. Brandon Knight getting it to another open Octavio Chadwell. A long two-pointer on that one. I did have my foot on the line, but that's okay. 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds for the closer. Gosh. We're starting to pull away, as you can see here. 50-41 now the score. Kind of using a little bit of everybody. Yeah, I don't even know where Sanders is, but there was like nobody there. Took advantage of it. Goaltending call. So it wasn't pretty necessarily, but it counts. And this is pretty good to see that even though we're without... Oh, there's Sanders. Okay. Never mind. Just where's Ilyasova now? That's the only other person I'm worried about. Kind of makes sense that Sanders wasn't in for a little bit. I understand him being the big man doesn't have quite as high a stamina as some of the other players on the team. So he doesn't get as many minutes as I do. I definitely get the most minutes of anybody on the team. Look at that. Still doing the smart thing and getting it to Sanders, who gets the dunk. Good bounce pass right there, too. Man, that was my thing when I played basketball. Fouling and getting some good passes, so I really do appreciate that. 20 points now, Middleton. Jeez, a lot of up-tempo plays, as you guys can see. And that is really the type of basketball I like to play. You know, quick baskets. Try to wear down our opponents. Riddenauer with a three-pointer to make it 61-56. Detroit gets a three-pointer themselves to make it, of course, 2 points. Backing it up, a long three, but it goes in, and I get credited with the last second shot. So going into the half, I'm going to have an A- teammate grade. Now Octavio, not getting the rebound right there. But as you can see, as I already have 6 rebounds, I've been doing pretty well with that today. You know, if we keep this going, we might see a triple-double. Gosh, that was just a bad attempt on my part, but I get credited with a blocked shot? Okay. That might have been like right before what seemed like a pass. But wide open, and I get fouled. Going to the line to shoot two. 73-61, up by 12. And you can see my field goal percentage sitting at 78. So I'm shooting well. I mean, I'm not taking any shots that... I missed it. No, I'm not taking any shots when there's a lot of pressure on me. You know, obviously willing to pass the ball here with 7 assists now. Missed the first one. Try and hit the second one. Come on, Octavio. There we go. So at least I make one of them. So, 10-point game. Gosh, that was a dangerous pass. Could have easily been tipped. I'll back it up, but look at that, Sanders. Jeez, I just love this combo now. I mean, when I was going into this series originally, I figured I'd have to do this all myself. But no, I can rely on Sanders down low to make the easy buckets. Kind of nice to have a big man like that. Kind of takes a lot of the pressure off me. But there we go again. Just had to wait for that one to develop. Now, obviously, against some teams, the Chadwell-Sanders combo might not necessarily be the best to go with. Because if they've got a pretty good center, don't get me wrong, Sanders, I like him and everything, but there are definitely some better centers out there, and so, you know, they could definitely go ahead and shut him down, and then it's just all me and perimeter shooting. But again, just a wide open lane to the basket, but I pass it off to Henson since I knew that was going to turn, you know, probably into a block shot, or it could have been missed there. But third time going to the line today. We've already got the double-double here in the third quarter, so it's just a matter of getting 3 rebounds. And that is something that is pretty hard for Octavio to come by, since, you know, playing as a point guard, I'm usually not fighting for the ball below the basket. All right, make another one, and I can get the A+ teammate grade. Pressure's on 92.79, so I mean no pressure there, of course. All right, miss it again, so I'm sitting 50%. No, that was my second time going to the line. Where did I get this magical third time? Oh, I think I was figuring that goaltending one I had earlier. You see that move? Right as I make the pass, dash towards the basket. Sanders getting it right back to Octavio. That is smart basketball right there. That's got to be my favorite play so far today. And I know I've had some pretty good baskets, some pretty good moves. But that, seriously, was probably the most rewarding that I had. Quick jumper. Fadeaway there, too. So 98-89. A little bit of a palindrome right there. Well, that wasn't necessarily the type of pass that I wanted. Jeez, on fire. 36 points, 71% shooting today. I still only have 7 rebounds, though, but we're in the fourth quarter. Obviously, over 10 minutes left to go. Henson, make it happen. I'm just getting open. Mad props to my team for passing it to me. Yes, some of the time that they do pass it to me, it's because I call for the ball. But, wow. There's still a lot of times they're just passing it right back to me. So, that awareness, it's creeping up there. Just a few seconds left. Come on, Henson, it's all you. Assist number 11. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of cheating a little bit there whenever I do that because their shots are a lot better with the last second than mine are. Now I get the steal. You can see that's my second one today. The first one really didn't cause any points to go on the board or anything, so. Gosh. 106-93. Of those 106, 40 has come from Octavio Chadwell. So 1 steal, 2 steals, and I'm taking that one myself. Yeah, I probably could have done a cool alley-oop right there, but no. I deserve that one. Points go for me. I've already got the A+ teammate grade, so what does it really matter? All right. Playing a little bit tighter here on defense for their man. But, I'm loving this. Just these moves. My victory, or my virtual coins, have been well spent. This is the focus that I've been trying to have. Getting those moves, being able to be more agile and quick so I can be open. And with it, 116-105 with just about 2:37 left. There's rebound number 9. Gosh, this is sick gameplay. Now, 50 points, 12 assists, 9 rebounds. Make that 10. The triple-double. First time I've ever done that. I have put all questions about my health to rest with this game. Nobody can doubt that I am unhealthy. Heck, I might have been able to do this well with the ankle. Why'd you give it to me like that? Well, I guess I'll go ahead and get the 3-point shot. We're up by 10 with 27.1 seconds left to go. So we're just going to go ahead and let time run out. A big win, a big game for Octavio Chadwell. This is the biggest game that I've had. I felt like I had something to prove, and I think I did prove it here today. Obviously, Octavio, player of the game. So there is a pretty cool press conference that takes place after this, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz, but you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again for watching, you guys, and as always, I hope you have a good one.
You amassed 53 points tonight. Just unbelievable the way you were able to dominate offensively out there. Would you say this was one of your better games as a pro?
Oh, no doubt, man. And the funny thing is,
I held back a little, especially at the end there, you know? I know I have the talent to drop 50, 60 on any given night, but I'm only gonna do it if it makes sense with what the team is trying to do. Our bottom line is winning the game. And if we don't do that, then me and all my points just look silly. But that's why tonight was so special. I got mine, and we got the W. Case closed.